This is a breaking news alert from KSLA News 12.
Downright terrifying moments all afternoon. OCHSNER LSU Health Shreveport. Right now, still an active search for a man who reportedly attacked a nurse and possibly another person with a machete inside the hospital. This has been going on since at least 2 o'clock today. There was a lockdown in place. No one allowed out, no one allowed in.
KSLA News 12 starts with breaking news.
Well, two big developments tonight in the shooting death of a Shreveport toddler. A second person has been charged, and we now know the little girl's name. We're told 3-year-old MACHETE Brown died today after being shot in the head earlier this week. KSLA News 12's Kinley Hargett live outside the very apartment complex in Southwest Shreveport where this shooting happened. And Kinley, let's begin with the latest news this afternoon on this second arrest in this investigation.
Doug, the shooter.
Thanks for joining us here at 5 o'clock. The young girl you see here is Maya Patel, 5 years old, struck in the head by a stray bullet at a hotel on Saturday. Sadly, earlier today, we learned she died from those injuries. Now, police say 34-year-old Joseph Lee Smith and another adult male were arguing on Saturday in the parking lot of the Super 8 Hotel on Monkhouse Drive. Smith then is accused of firing shots at the other person. A bullet or bullets traveled into a nearby hotel room and hit both Maya and her mother. The latest victim in a string of gun violence that we've seen in the last few weeks. KSLA News 12's Chandler Watkins talked with Ben Raymond today one-on-one to really get his take on what he's seen. The same thing we've seen. Now we're at 22 homicides in Kelly. A wild string of events during a lunchtime rush in Bossier City's East Bank District. A stolen vehicle at a car dealership, followed by a police takedown, and then the death of a man in custody. Louisiana State Police, though, sorting this all for us out tonight. KSLA News 12's Taylor Davis. She's been down at the scene for hours. Taylor, you were there just a short time after it happened, just a short time after police got on scene, and you've talked to a number of people who say they saw part of what happened.
KSLA has been listening to your voice, your calls for police transparency on deadly encounters. And tonight we have new information on the death of Tommy McLaughlin Jr. He's a 44-year-old man who died in police custody. I've obtained emails between City Councilwoman Lavette Fuller and Shreveport Police Chief Ben Raymond. On May 27th, Fuller asked Chief Raymond about any in-custody deaths during the last 18 months.
Thanks for joining us here at 5 o'clock. I'm Doug Warner. We've reported all week on this, and today police officially connected the dots. So the man accused of attacking 2 nurses on the OCHSNER LSU Health Shreveport campus now being charged with a deadly attack in New Orleans just the day before. New Orleans police confirmed with us what his family told us on Monday, that Sequoia Chapman is wanted for killing someone with a machete in New Orleans on Sunday. Police say the victim was pumping gas when Chapman attacked him. The very next day, police say Chapman then drove to OCHSNER LSU Health and attacked 2 nurses with a machete. One of those victims, family tells us, was his mother. Well, today we learned more about what happened. In the moments before, 5-year-old Maya Patel was struck with a stray bullet at a Shreveport hotel over the weekend. The Caddo Parish Coroner's Office tells us that Maya was playing near a window of a Super 8 motel on Monkhouse Drive when she was struck by a stray bullet. Well, more than a dozen fire crews rushed to this house fire on Bonnie Street. This was just after 3:30 this morning. We told the firefighter was treated by paramedics on scene, but then eventually taken to the hospital. We're told he's expected to be okay. The fire department tells us no one was living at that home at the time. That's certainly a red flag for investigators. So what happened this time? We've had a second train derailment in downtown Shreveport in just the last 11 months. The last one knocked out a bridge not far from where KSLA News 12's Kinley Hargett is live for us. And Kinley, this go around, rail cars were scattered pretty much all over the place, pretty far from some of the tracks.
A little girl shot while playing in her yard, and then her mom crashed on the way to the hospital. New at 5, her grandmother's emotional comment after what's going on in Shreveport. And get ready to mask up Shreveport. This week it becomes mandatory, where you'll have to wear them and the possibility of punishment if you don't. And we're tracking storms in our First Alert Weather Center. Meteorologist Greg Roberts says there's more to come throughout the week. KSLA News 12 at 5 starts right now.
KSLA.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear.
I, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr., do solemnly swear.
Back to today's historic moment. Throughout President Biden's 20-minute address today, he elaborated on the campaign's theme of unity and hope, attempting to bring people together following the election fallout and assault on Capitol Hill. And if you haven't already, download the KSLA News 12 app. You'll find more on the presidential inauguration from a local to national reaction. I want to give you a live look. Bourbon Street, this is the time of the year, any year but this year, and last, of course, when it would just be a downright party, right? Change of plans for NOLA Mardi Gras revelers here in 2021. The mayor announced today they will shut down, yes, shut down all bars and indoor and outdoor dining citywide from Friday, February 12th through Fat Tuesday.
Next at 5, new information in the Tommy McLaughlin case. We're learning more about what happened the night he died in police custody. The state of Texas shuts down bars, how Texans are responding to the notion they're losing the fight against coronavirus. And taking a swim, more on the man who took a quick dive inside a fish tank at the Bass Pro Shops in Bossier City. KSLA News 12 starts right now.